Welcome to Everyday English Practice channel. I would be happy if you subscribe to our channel. In today's video, we will talk about the best English podcasts for learning. Listening to podcasts is one of the best ways to improve your English. Podcasts are great because you can listen to them anywhere, at home, on the bus, or while you're working out. They help you improve your listening skills, learn new vocabulary, and understand how native speakers use the language. In this video, we will explore a variety of podcasts that can help you practice English. Whether you are a beginner or more advanced, there is a podcast for you. Let's get started with some amazing podcasts that will make learning English fun and easy. The English We Speak, by BBC Learning English. Our first podcast is The English We Speak, by BBC Learning English. This podcast is perfect for intermediate learners. Each episode is short, lasting about 3 to 4 minutes, which makes it easy to listen to anytime. In every episode, the hosts explain a common phrase or expression used by native speakers. They also give examples of how to use the expression in real-life situations. This podcast is great for learning everyday phrases that will help you sound more natural when speaking English. Example: if you're learning English to use it in your job, understanding expressions like touch base or on the same page will make you sound professional and fluent. All Ears English. Next, we have All Ears English. This is a great podcast for learners at an intermediate level. It's hosted by Lindsay and Michelle, two experienced teachers, who talk about various aspects of English, from grammar to cultural differences. Each episode is fun and full of useful tips for learning. They focus on how to speak like a native and use English in real-world situations. The hosts speak slowly, which makes it easier for you to understand, and they explain the meaning behind words and phrases clearly. Example: in one episode, they might talk about how to make small talk at work, while in another, they'll explain how to talk about your hobbies in a natural way. ESL Pod. Another great podcast for learners is ESL Pod, hosted by Dr. Jeff McQuillan. This podcast is perfect for beginners and intermediate learners. The episodes are designed to teach English through conversation. Each episode covers a different topic, such as going to the doctor, ordering food at a restaurant, or talking about the weather. The conversations are slow and clear, making it easier for you to follow along. After the conversation, drive. Jeff explains the vocabulary and phrases used, which helps you learn and remember new words. Example: you might listen to an episode where people are discussing their plans for the weekend. After the conversation, drive. Jeff will explain the key words and phrases, like get together, chill out, and hang out. The British Council. Elementary podcasts. For beginner learners, the British Council, Elementary Podcasts, is a great option. This podcast is specifically designed for people who are just starting to learn English. It's full of useful vocabulary, simple grammar lessons, and clear pronunciation. Each episode covers a specific topic, such as family, hobbies, or shopping. The podcast includes both conversations and interviews with native speakers, so you can practice listening to real English. Example: in one episode, you might listen to a conversation between two friends talking about their favorite foods. Then, you'll learn some new words related to food and how to use them in sentences. Luke's English Podcast. Luke's English Podcast is another excellent choice for English learners. This podcast is hosted by Luke, a British teacher who is very friendly and easy to understand. He talks about a variety of topics, such as British culture, language learning tips, and even interviews with interesting guests. The episodes are longer, typically lasting about 30 minutes to an hour, which makes them a great option if you want to practice English for a longer time. Luke's English podcast is perfect for learners at an intermediate to advanced level, as it helps you improve your vocabulary and listening skills in a fun and relaxed way. Example: one episode might focus on common mistakes that learners make, while another might explain the differences between British and American English. 6-Minute English, by BBC Learning English. If you don't have much time but want to practice your English, 6-Minute English, by BBC Learning English is a great choice. As the name suggests, each episode is just 6 minutes long, so you can easily listen during your lunch break or while waiting for the bus. In each episode, the hosts discuss a different topic, from current events to fun facts about the world. They speak clearly and explain the vocabulary they use, which is very helpful for learners at an intermediate level. Example: one episode might be about social media, where you'll learn words like hashtag, trend, and influencer. Another episode could cover topics like health, where you'll learn how to talk about exercise and healthy living. The English Classroom. The English Classroom is a great podcast for learners who want to improve their academic English. It's perfect for students preparing for exams like IELTS or TOEFL. In this podcast, you'll learn academic vocabulary, tips for writing essays, and how to improve your speaking skills. The hosts explain grammar rules and share strategies for doing well on English exams. Each episode is packed with helpful advice to help you succeed in your English studies. Example: an episode might focus on how to write a strong introduction for an essay, while another episode will give you tips on speaking confidently during your exam. TED Talks Daily. For advanced learners, TED Talks Daily is an amazing podcast. It's a great way to hear inspiring ideas and learn new vocabulary at the same time. Each episode features a different speaker who gives a talk about a wide range of topics, from science to technology to personal development. Since the speakers are experts in their fields, the language is a bit more advanced, which is perfect if you want to challenge yourself and learn new things. Example: you might listen to a talk about how artificial intelligence is changing the world or learn about the power of creativity in problem solving. So, those are some of the best English podcasts to help you improve your language skills. Listening to podcasts is a fun and effective way to practice English, and it's something you can do every day to stay motivated. Remember, no matter what level you're at, there's a podcast that's right for you. Take your time, enjoy the learning process, and don't forget to listen regularly. Good luck on your English learning journey, and keep practicing. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe.